Welcome to Why This Now. Today we are going to talk about giftedness. And giftedness is a term that we talk about in all community now. It used to be kind of isolated into the church community realm. If you were belonged to a church, and you would discover through coursework and workshops what your giftedness is. But now giftedness is very much almost a buzzword where a lot of people know what giftedness is. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit, because when we know what our giftedness is, then we understand where our passions come from, and our passion drives our purpose, and then our purpose allows us to come up with our plans for how we live each moment, day, and our days engaging with other people. So our personalities have characteristics, which we all agree and we think of, and some of them we want to talk about more than others. But those characteristics define what our giftedness is for our personality. And for me, I talked about this in my video a little bit, the intro video, so you can go back and watch that if you haven't watched that yet. But one of my gifts that I have, that I like to express and engage with my community around me, is encouragement. And encouraging other people has always been something that I've leaned towards, and I didn't really understand how it drives my passion until probably 30 years ago. And so as I become more aware of it, then I look for places, or I realize opportunities that are placed in my life, or people bring to me, where I can express my gift of encouragement. So, and that's part of why this now has happened, because I've talking to people, and I put that in my intro video too, friends and family, they're like, you're such an encourager. So for me, it naturally flows out of me that if I can be positive in someone else's life, if I can bring some encouragement to them, if I could look for ways when I talk to them or I listen to them of how I can pull out something that they've said or something that they've done and help them to expand on that and see how that really excites them. Because gifts, when you're looking, and if you don't already know what your gifts are and you have more than one gift, they energize you. When you go participate in that activity, you're energized. You're not wiped out by it. You don't get to the end of it and go, oh, glad that's done. But you want to keep doing it. You want to look for more opportunities to express this gift. And at the same time, if you're engaging in an activity, you volunteered for it, or you've been voluntold that you're going to do it, and you want to follow through, and which kind of is a gift these days, of actually committing to something and following through with it. But when you follow through with it and you get to the end of it and you're like, wow, I just did not enjoy that. It's done, but I don't want to do it again, and that's okay. Then you understand that that is not one of your gifts, but just the opposite of that. For me, when I meet, even if I'm just meeting someone in passing at work, and we talk about whatever the work is that I'm doing at the time, and then if we get into some other part of the conversation, and then they start sharing something, and then I can give them an encouragement. Even if it's a stranger, you can always have some little encouragement, even if it's just a hi, hello, I see you. We are all born with a sense of wanting to belong to something, someone bigger than us. And it might not be a one-on-one relationship. It could be friendships. It could be a community group that you're involved with. It could be your church group. But we all are born with this needing to belong. And when you are in that belonging, you will find your giftedness. You will find what your passion is and your purpose and your plan. When we're gifted and we realize what they are and we use them, that's where we have our joy, our peace, and our hope in our body, mind, and spirit. They all work together, and we want to keep working and keep expressing that giftedness. So look for places in your life where you can express your giftedness. Find places where you have the activity that you're engaging in or conversations you're engaging in, and then step back afterwards and decide, why? Why did I feel that? Why this now? And keep doing it. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you joy, peace, hope.